And continuing with the last question here on the exam review, we have question 21. If Kiner uses the completed contract method, the gross profit to be recognized in 2013 is. So let's see here. In this situation, we have total billings are 12,600,000, and we have cost incurred to date of 8.4 million. So this one goes based on total billings. It looks really at cash revenue and counts what's been completed based on cash received versus what was billed and the costs incurred. So the difference between two is 4.2 million, and that is the gross profit that we recognize. Okay? Now, I want to go over with you guys on how to study for this exam. Now, the exam that you handed in as practice exam, this one that I just went over with you for the last hour, now what I want you to do is grade it using this video. As you go through the PowerPoint that you sent back to me with the highlighted answers, go through now that you have the answer key and mark up your exam so that you know which ones you got wrong. Because from my experience of studying, the best way to study now is you want to go back and you want to examine which ones were you weak at. Now, if bonds was your strongest part, it's not something you need to go back and do a lot of questions on. But if conversions is something that's difficult for you, or amortization is something that's difficult for you, then I would go back to those chapters. Now what I'm doing is I'm posting 5 files, they're Word files, that include all the Wiley test banks. And those are the questions that I'm using for the exam. So if you want to do really, really well on the exam, you can go back to the test bank questions. And the ones I'm using are mostly is computational, and some are from the CPA adapted sections. So if I was you, now this week that you're studying, after you spending the 3 hours watching the video, correcting the exam, going over the answers, now for your study time until the exam, what I would do is just for the chapters that you haven't done so well on, pick 4 multiple choice, computational primarily, on the same topic that you see in this practice exam. So don't try to look, I know a lot of people ask me, do I study everything? There's so much material, I don't know what's... No. Just pick 4 more multiple choice per chapter that are asking the same exact topic. So if you had a difficulty with amortization, find the question on amortization. 4 questions. I mean, there are a lot of them on there. If it's completed contracts method, find a few that are talking about completed contracts method. And now using those, I would practice. I would do another 16 questions, 4 per chapter, minus the 1 chapter that you aced. I know there's going to be 1 chapter you're going to do at least 100% on. So use that for this past week to practice. Alright, so good luck you guys. Good luck you all on the exam. Good luck with studying. Email me if you have any questions. I'll be available to talk to you, to connect with you via email, and resolve any questions as you're studying for the exam. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys when I get back from California.